Welcome to a journey into a fascinating cultural phenomenon, zombie festivals. At the crossroads of horror, performance, community, tourism, and celebration, zombie-themed events have emerged around the world. From traditional rites of interacting with the dead, to citywide zombie walks, to dance music festivals inspired by the living dead, the Zombie Festival covers a wide range of practice. In today's exploration, we'll trace their origins, understand their purposes, examine how and where they are celebrated, and reflect on what they tell us about culture, death, decay, the playful undead, and community. We'll also provide examples of major festivals in different cities and reflect on the meaning behind dressing as zombies, gathering en masse, and embracing the macabre. By the end, you'll appreciate the full scope of zombie festivals and perhaps consider attending or even organizing one yourself. Before we even speak of festivals, it is essential to understand what a zombie is and where the term comes from. The word zombie appears to derive from Haitian Creole zombie, itself derived from West African languages, such as Kimbundu and Zombie, meaning ghost/spirit of a dead person. In Haitian folklore, zombies were dead bodies reanimated through magical or sorcerous means and were often under the control of a bakar, a sorcerer. In the early 19th century, the word appears in English texts, for example in 1819 in Robert Southey's History of Brazil, in the form zombie. Over the 20th century, zombie imagery entered popular Western culture through literature, film, and television. The rotting, undead, mindless creature that shambles, often craving brains. Zombies have become a metaphor for infection, collapse, mass conformity, death, and the uncanny. With that cultural background, festivals centered around zombies take on layers of meaning. They are not simply costume parties, but carry echoes of folklore, ritual, and communal engagement with death and the grotesque. What is a zombie festival? A zombie festival can refer to several kinds of events, but generally it involves large gatherings of people dressed up as zombies or undead creatures, public parades, walks, dances, or processions where participants move through city streets or venues, activities such as costume contests, makeup transformation zones, haunted mazes, interactive horror experiences, dance/musical performances themed around zombies, theming around horror, death, decay, undead uprising, often linking to Halloween, or other dark festival traditions. In some cases, philanthropic or awareness-raising agendas, though less common. Tourism and spectacle. Such events draw visitors, media, local business engagement, and sometimes brand tie-ins. For example, one of the earliest forms, the zombie walk, where participants dressed as zombies walk through a city. These have grown into full-blown festivals in many places. Moreover, modern zombie music festivals take the concept and layer it with rave culture, DJ performances, immersive horror decor. The festival may not just be a walk, but a full immersive party. Why do people celebrate zombie festivals? There are multiple overlapping reasons: fun, spectacle, and play. Dressing up, embracing horror aesthetics, playing with the idea of undead, community laughter, and revelry matter. Zombie festivals are often about joyous participation in the macabre, community, and identity. They provide gatherings for fans of horror culture, zombie movies, cosplay, and alternative performance. Participants find identity in being part of a horde, momentarily shedding everyday life for undead persona. Tourism and economy. Host cities capitalize on zombie festivals as unique attractions. Vendors, bars, costume shops, and local businesses benefit. Cultural ritual, confronting death. In some forms, zombie-themed events have roots in or echoes of traditions that engage with death, the grave, ancestors. For instance, the Indonesian festival discussed below. Awareness or charitable link. Some events tied to awareness campaigns, e.g., the Zombie Awareness Month, or charity fundraising aspects within a zombie walk context. Performative ritual, spectacle of collapse. On a deeper level, zombie imagery often symbolizes societal anxieties about contagion, apocalypse, consumerism, mass behavior. A festival that invites you to don the undead costume also invites you to reflect, whether consciously or not, on those themes. Thus, zombie festivals can be playful, but also richly symbolic. The historical and cultural precedents. While the modern zombie festival movement is relatively recent, there are relevant precedents. Traditional rituals. For example, in Indonesia, the Manene ceremony of the dead practiced by the Torajan people in South Sulawesi involves exhuming ancestors, cleaning and dressing the corpses, posing with them. It is not exactly a zombie festival in the Halloween sense, but it shows a ritual interaction with the dead that resonates. Parades and the undead. The growth of zombie walks similarly reflect grassroots culture engaging with undead imagery in public space. For example, the first documented zombie walk-styled event occurred in 2000 in Milwaukee at the gaming convention Gen Con. Rise of horror culture and pop zombies. As zombie films, e.g., Night of the Living Dead, others by George A. Romero, became iconic, they fed a fan culture where dressing as zombies, gathering, theatrical reanimation of the undead made sense. Modern zombie walks to festivals. The evolution from simple walk to full festival is evident. E.g., the event in Zombie Fest in Cambridge, UK, matured into a major dance music festival themed around zombie culture. So zombie festivals sit at the intersection of folklore, horror film culture, urban spectacle, and event entertainment. Major types of zombie festivals/key examples. Here are several representative forms and notable examples from around the world. Zombie walks, the classic public street parade of zombies. For example, the early one in Vancouver in 2005, over 400 participants, where people walked 35 city blocks dressed as zombies. Many cities around the world have annual zombie walks, e.g., Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, since November 2007. They are often free, open to public, and encourage costume, makeup, and zombie behavior, groaning, staggering. The purpose: spectacle, gathering, fun. Zombie-themed music/dance festivals. The Zombie Fest, Cambridge, UK, example. Zombie Fest 8 held November 1st. 2025 will bring 70-plus DJs, multiple arenas, full immersive horror decor. The Apocalypse Zombieland in Long Beach, USA, held on the iconic ship the Queen Mary, a full 3-day invasion of undead music, horror, costumes. These festivals combine EDM, drum and bass, hard dance, trance, with zombie makeup zones, haunted mazes, zombie contests, and heavy marketing. They are commercial, high production, grown from walk culture. Cultural/anthropological zombie ritual festivals. The aforementioned Manene of the Torajan, Indonesia, is closer to ancestral ritual, but gets called a zombie festival in some media due to the exhumation aspect. While not typically about partying, this shows the deeper roots of zombie imagery, interaction with the dead, outside Western horror culture. Example cities and festival profiles: Cambridge, UK, Zombie Fest. The event Zombie Fest, Cambridge, UK, is a major example of zombie festival culture in Europe. According to reporting, Zombie Fest 8, November 1st, 2025, will fill Cambridge Junction's rooms. Over 70 DJs, full immersive decor, costumes, multiple music genres, a strong dress-up rule join the horde. The organizers emphasize hundreds, thousands of zombies arriving. It has evolved from a Halloween rave into a zombie-branded, large-scale event. Long Beach, USA, Long Beach Zombie Fest/Apocalypse Zombieland. In Long Beach, California, the festival at the historic ship the Queen Mary, apocalyptic setting, offers a multi-day zombie takeover. Haunted maze, free zombie makeup, zombie walk each night, scavenger hunts, music, costuming, and more. LongBeachZombieFest.com. The festival marketing refers to zombie hordes, Zombieland, infected zones, active participation. It is a full immersive spectacle of the undead. Fort Myers, USA, Zombican. In Florida, the event Zombican, downtown Fort Myers, began 2007 with 350 people. By 2012, over 20,000 attendees. It featured zombie walk, costume contests, vendors, demonstrations, authors, horror-themed attractions. This illustrates how zombie festival culture grew in the U.S. South Sulawesi, Indonesia, Manene. While less of a festival in the party sense, the Manene ceremony, Torajan people, is sometimes described in media as a zombie festival because of exhuming and redressing the dead. Occurring every 3 years in Lempo Potan village, the rationale, belief in ongoing relationship with ancestors, good harvest, tradition of dressing corpses. Global participation, walks, and themed events. Cities worldwide hold zombie walks. Large numbers of participants walking dressed as zombies. In cities such as Pittsburgh, USA, where an annual Walk of the Dead formed part of the local horror festival. Celebration elements. What happens at zombie festivals? At a typical zombie festival or walk, you can expect some or all of the following. Costume and makeup zones. Participants arrive dressed as zombies, rotting flesh, prosthetics, fake blood. Many festivals offer free makeup stations. Zombie parade or walk. Participants move en masse through city streets or festival grounds, staggering like zombies, often making zombie noises, stopping for photos. Music and dance. Stages, DJs, live acts, themed music, drum and bass, house, trance, plus dark/horror decor, lighting, immersive sound. Zombie Fest Cambridge is a good example. Haunted mazes/immersive horror zones, maze attractions, interactive scare zones, scavenger hunts contests and activities, best zombie costume contests, brains eating contests, dance competitions, zombie waltz, thriller workshop, photo booths, vendor markets. Theme and storyline. Many festivals create a fictional scenario. Zombie outbreak, apocalypse, infected zones. For example, Apocalypse Zombieland creates a scientific discovery that bass music calms zombies. Crowd participation/immersive decor. The festival grounds become Zombieland. Infiltration zones, roaming hordes. Participants become part of the spectacle rather than passive watchers. Time and place linkage. Many events are timed near Halloween, but some happen at other times of year, depending on locale and theme. The dress-up, the Undead theme align with October/November in many cases, but others run year-round. Business/commercial integration. Vendors, local businesses, sponsors, food and drink stands themed heavily. At Long Beach, there were bars, adult beverages, souvenir e-photos. Tourist/social media appeal. Large photo ops, staged zombie hordes, sharing on social media, viral gatherings. Rules and participation guidance. Organizers often provide guidelines, age limits, entry times. For example, Zombie Fest Cambridge. Doors 12 p.m., last entry 9 p.m. What signals? Going beyond the event itself. What are the cultural and symbolic implications of zombie festivals? Engagement with death and the grotesque. By physically dressing as undead, participants engage, playfully, with themes of mortality, decay, the boundary between life and death. The spectacle makes what is normally fear become communal, fun, open. Breaking social norms. The zombie persona allows for transgression, liminal space, disorder, bodily exaggeration, grotesque makeup. It gives permission to act outside everyday propriety. Community and inclusion. Many participants may not otherwise engage in formal ritual. Zombie festivals are inclusive spaces for fans of horror, cosplay, creative makeup performance. The collective act of becoming zombie creates temporary community. Spectacle of massification. A sea of zombies walking through city streets or in a venue is visually striking. It plays with ideas of swarm, horde, mass culture, cinematographic aesthetics. Tourism, branding and experience economy. Cities and organizers market zombie festivals as unique experiences, driving tourism, local business, brand partnerships. The commodification of horror culture is visible here. Cultural reflection and anxiety. Zombies often symbolize fears, pandemics, societal collapse, consumerism, mindless mass behavior. Zombie festivals, while fun, may be read as collective ritual of confronting those anxieties via performance. Ritualization of the undead. In some places, interacting with the dead exhumation, and dressing of corpses is ritual, ancestral, not just playful. That connection suggests zombie theming is not purely Western pop culture, but touches deeper anthropological practices. How to take part/organize. If you or your community are interested in zombie festivals, here are the practical points. Choose or attend a festival. Identify whether you prefer a street zombie walk, low cost, or a full-scale zombie festival, ticketed, music venue. Costume and makeup. Invest in zombie makeup, costume, torn clothes, fake blood, prosthetics. Many events offer makeup stations, but you'll still want good attire. Follow event guidelines. Check event age limits, entry times, last entry, rules about weapons/props, safe behavior. Decide your role. Are you part of the horde, participant, spectator, vendor, performer? Movement and interaction matter. Photography and social media. Many festivals encourage photo ops, shareable moments. Be prepared. Adhere to consent for photos. Think about comfort and safety. Large crowds, late hours, dark settings. Stay hydrated, travel safe, know your limits. Community/group participation. Going in a group can enhance the experience. Coordinated makeup, group costumes. Local permits, if organizing. If you plan to organize a zombie walk or festival, you'll need city permissions, safety plans, crowd management, insurance. Link to cause/theme. Some zombie festivals tie to charity, awareness, e.g., Zombie Awareness Month. Consider whether your event has deeper theme beyond just fun. Budgeting and vendors. If you organize, think about ticketing, cost of sound/lighting/stage, makeup staff, vendors, marketing. Respect for local culture. If incorporating local traditions, e.g., ancestor rituals, be culturally sensitive. Don't trivialize or exoticize practices of other communities. Challenges, criticisms, and cultural sensitivities. While zombie festivals are fun, they are not free from critique. Commercialization of horror/death. Some argue zombie festivals commodify death and fear into profit-driven entertainment. Cultural appropriation. Using zombie imagery derived from Haitian voodoo or African/Caribbean traditions recklessly may risk insensitive appropriation. The term zombie has origins in Haitian spiritual practices. Safety and public order. Large crowds in costume, makeup, dark environments can present risk of accidents, disorder, intoxication. Organizers must ensure safety. Spiritual or moral concerns. Some spiritual practitioners view zombie walks/events as carrying negative energies, as one article put it, because of the grotesque imagery and mass participation. Accessibility/inclusivity. Big ticket festivals may exclude low-income participants. Also, physical accessibility for disabled attendees may be overlooked. Authenticity versus spectacle. Some fans prefer grassroots zombie walk authenticity. Large commercial zombie festivals may feel just another rave with costumes rather than genuine undead culture. Cultural insensitivity. Events that treat the dead or corpse imagery lightly may risk distressing persons from cultures with particular death/soul beliefs. It's good for organizers and participants to be aware of these issues. Adopt safe, respectful, and inclusive practices. The future of zombie festivals. What lies ahead? Hybrid virtual/physical events. With streaming and VR technologies, zombie festivals may include virtual zombie walks, augmented reality, undead experiences. Global expansion/localization. While many currently are in North America and Europe, festivals may grow in Asia, Africa, Latin America, adapting local death/undead traditions. Cause-oriented zombie events. More events may tie zombie theme to disaster preparedness, public health awareness, e.g., like Zombie Awareness Month. Cross-genre collaborations. Zombie festivals merging with gaming culture, cosplay culture, horror film fandom, immersive theater. Sustainability and inclusivity. More festivals may emphasize ecological sustainability, zombie theme meets eco-horror, and accessible inclusion for diverse participants. Evolution of aesthetic. Zombie makeup and performance keep evolving. The zombification aesthetic may integrate new technologies, LED prosthetics, sensor suits, and interactive audience experiences. Cultural reflection. As global anxieties change, pandemics, climate, AI, social polarization, zombies remain a potent metaphor. Festival culture may reflect new fears, infected AI zombies, climate zombies, corporate zombie metaphor, and incorporate them into theme. Academic and anthropological interest. The convergence of folklore, ritual, pop culture, and public spectacle makes zombie festival culture ripe for academic study. And we may see more research, exhibitions, and curated zombie festival-style installations in museums or cultural centers. In sum, zombie festivals are more than costume fun. They sit at a crossroads of folklore, horror, performance, community, tourism, and cultural commentary. They invite us to dress as the undead, to walk in the streets as a horde, to dance in themed arenas, to confront death and decay in a playful manner, and to participate in communal spectacle. They reflect our fascination with the monstrous and the other, our communal need for ritual, our desire to share an immersive experience, and our cultural ability to turn fear into fun. Whether it's thousands of zombie walkers shuffling through a city center, or ravers dancing in a zombified arena, or a remote village honoring the dead by exhuming ancestors, the zombie festival speaks to the human fascination with death, transformation, and theatrical rebirth. If you ever find yourself in a sea of costumed zombies, whether at Cambridge, Long Beach, Fort Myers, or somewhere else around the globe, you'll know you are part of a lineage. From supernatural folklore to pop culture spectacle, from haunted maze to community gathering, from ancestor ritual to rave party. Thank you for joining this deep dive into the world of zombie festivals. May your next Undead gathering be safe, spectacular, and full of creative rotting flesh fun. Remember, the zombie is not just the walking dead. In festival form, the zombie becomes a celebration of life, community, transformation, and shared myth. Until next time, keep your brain and your party senses alive, even when surrounded by the undead.